You think the lost are the only people that probably are in the ghetto that are taking alcohol from day to evening? No. Even people that probably have money, people that are wealthy kids, people that are born in wealthy families, some of them are lost. Like some of them are lost. They don't even know what to do. Now for them, and for them it's worse because for them they're not looking for money. They're not looking for anything, so they're just there. They're going to resort to drugs. They're going to resort to going wherever they are going. They're going to do vacations. They're going to do certain things because for them now they're not looking for money. Most kids that are in rehab are for rich people because probably they're not looking for, they don't have something to look for that much because most people are looking for money, and for them they already have money. So now that's why you will see in some families, let's say you will look at like wealthy families, they have like philanthropies and stuff like that. So in their family they'll have a charity or a foundation where kids that want to just help people do certain things, do arts, do things, they just show up so that they can keep tabs, so that they are busy, they are kept busy because they have to be useful, they have to be purposeful. And in some they will do things like music because for them they realize they're not looking for money, they see money is already with them. That's why they will tell you the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep going poorer because the poor man's energies are low. It's hard for them to look at the future. It's hard to see for them to live. It's hard for them to visualize good things because all they have known are bad things. I understand, but then to get out of that situation you're supposed to first change their mind. Like that's the only way out. We can't do anything. The only way you can get out of the ghettos is to behave like, or to think like you're not in the ghettos, to think that this is not your home, to think that your place is out there. That's the only way. That's why the poor keep continuing being poor, and the rich, because for them they're already born in an abundant environment. It's easy for them to visualize the good life. But the only way the poor can elevate from that situation is to visualize the good life they're not seeing. That's why the scriptures will be like, walk by faith, not sight. And also in the world, not even the scriptures, the world. Because for us, some of us have explored the world, have explored the scriptures also. And also the world, it's the same thing. You're supposed to elevate your energy to be of abundance, to be like of the rich, so that you only look at the good things. I'll give you an example. You see, in families that were very poor before, there is always going to be that one person who's going to beat the odds. They'll be like, okay, we are poor, but I know we're not supposed to be poor. That one person, like God has blessed. They'll be like, we are like this, but for them, their visions is high. One person, because these other people, God looks at them. That's why I'd be like, God can look at his people and be like, oh, these people they're not really looking. They are all looking, focused on the physical. They are focused on the now. Yet that's why they bring up some person who's going to be focused on the future, and that's the person who's going to change all the entire generation's life. Probably they'll come up and probably start educating kids, starting those things. Why do you think they are doing them? Actually, they'll do it effortlessly. You think they're using their mind to help others because they are wasting. They are not. There is something why. That's why the people that are blessed, God continue blessing them, because God gives people that knows are going to distribute their wealth. God can only bless you if he knows you're going to be able to distribute your wealth. If you're going to be able to distribute probably this knowledge, you're going to be able to disperse it to these other people. That's why when you're given something, that's why you know something, it's not necessarily for you, it's for others. That's why it's supposed to be like, give service to others, give others what you have. But in most cases we think we don't have. We have something. Just tell someone good morning, just tell someone you're beautiful, just tell someone good things. Instead of gossiping, just say something nice. Even if you don't see it, say it. Some people won't see it. Some people are like blind. For some of us, we can see that you're faking it, but then you just say that, oh, you're nice. For some people, it's going to make their day. People that need it much, it's going to make their day. You get what I'm saying? So give that and you get it back also, one or the other. But then it's hard for us to see that. I was still telling you of how one person can change the entire generation, and God gives such people, and you're going to see such people are going to help others. Then you're going to see people in the same family that are still putting that person down. They're talking about ill things, they're doing these things. I understand where they're doing that, but then if you still talk bad things about such people, you'll never go high. You think you're going high, but you're not going high. You're not going anywhere. If you still talk ill about the rich, if you still talk about ill about people that are more than you, about people that are more influential than you, about people that you're also not going anywhere, because you're like, in the universal way, you're projecting certain things towards them, and those are good. Remember, we are all God's people, so God has put them in that position to elevate others, to help others. There are so many people that are looking up to them, there are so many people that are behind them. So you can't just come and spew things, even as a thought. I know when you have the thought, you'll be like, but this person, yeah. If you have such thoughts, pray for the grace so that the thoughts go away. If you don't want to pray for the grace, then meditate. The thoughts will go away and you start looking at them indifferently. If you have nothing good to say, keep quiet. I know it's so easy to be triggered, but you work on yourself and you stop saying certain things about certain people. Even if someone comes and treats you bad, just be like, okay, I don't like the way they have treated me, but it's okay. Thank you, God. What am I learning from this? You get what I'm saying? Then so why sometimes we are not happy, why sometimes we are sad, why sometimes we are not happy, because the soul, remember, the soul needs love, and it can only get love if it gives love. So the soul is looking for something to give, but then for us, we just want to take. Remember, if you want to take and take, you are in a scarcity mindset. You think you don't have enough, so you want to take and take and take, but then there is so much that's free. So first enjoy the free so that you can be given more. That's why they say that he who has will be given more. So if you don't have anything, imagine that you have, so that you can be given more. That's how the universe works. That's how spiritual works. That's how religion works. There is no other way. So just have to imagine that you have more so that you can give. I'll give you an example. Because the soul needs love, and the only way it can get love is through giving it, meaning you're supposed to imagine the love so that you can give it. You're supposed to look of things of how to give, what to give. That's why it's so nice to give. That's why if probably you don't have probably if you're nervous or anxious and you have to speak before people, imagine telling them that, yo, there is food here, come and eat. It's going to be easy because you're giving them something. But then if you be like, yo, can come and bring money, sometimes it can be hard till you cultivate that in your mind. But then it's very easy to give. That's why people give. That's why people do this. That's why actually people even are okay taking cameras as they are giving people, because it's easy to give. You get what I'm saying? So we have to cultivate in a way that we have to look for ways of how we can give, and the only way, and that's how the universe operates. Like, you're supposed to give. You're supposed to give it something so that it can give you back something. So as you're looking for yourself, I know once you're on the journey of looking for yourself, you're supposed to look out for things. What can you add to society? What can you give society? It could be your skill, it could be your knowledge, it could be your expertise, it could be your gifts. You get what I'm saying? Those are the things that you're supposed to give, and in that way you're going to be blessed. As when you're on that journey of healing and all that, you see that actually the only thing I'm supposed to do is just give. And you're going to give, so you give so that you can be given. That's the only way. Now you have to cultivate the mindset whereby you have enough that you can give off, because all of us have something that we are supposed to give to this world. That's why all of us are special. That's why all of us help each other in one or the other. One eye is not going to help you. You're not going to be able to see clearly with one eye. You're not going to be able to smell clearly with one nose. That's why they are two. You get, so everything has a use. That's why we have here. Everything has a use. So the same way things on your body don't make sense, but then God knows why they are there. It's the same way humans are in this universe, and God has a reason as to why they are there. So perhaps they're in situations, or they are sad or something, because the soul is looking for something to give. So find what you can give to society, and you'll be okay. Peace.